This is Cutting Down the Nets. It's March 7th. It's Monday. 1 week from today, you'll have a bracket in front of you, tilting the matchups, making those tough decisions. I'll go in depth on every single game, more than you would ever want to know. I'll be tilting the matchups too, of just like, why did these two undervalued teams have to play each other while these two overvalued teams play each other? Had they just switched those matchups, I'd have two great plays. Instead, I have zero. But anyway, we've had a pretty good start to March here, and we're up to 55.7% on the year. In the last 7 days, right around 60%. So Monday, we've got the WCC tournament. The Horizon tournament continues. The Colonial continues. The Summit continues. And we've got a couple championship games as well. The story of this WCC tournament for me, as someone who uses recent data, is how much that data from the recent Gonzaga St. Mary's game is going to be handled by me. So without any adjustments, um, it's tricky because Gonzaga scored zero point 0.8 points per possession against St. Mary's. Their previous low this season was 0.984, and the previous low before that was 1.023. So we're talking about a significant outlier for the Gonzaga offense. And if you watch the game, I mean, they earned it. It wasn't like um, unlucky or anything like that. I mean, they got bullied and got pushed off the block. So that's not showing us play either way. But just know that I think that Gonzaga number on the Paddy side is a little light, and if we massage that to even their season low, it's probably goes up a little bit. So how do we handle it with St. Mary's? Because their last two games of the season, they had really strong adjusted defensive efficiencies, so that is highlighting them as a play here. Shot quality disagrees. Shot quality says the 23-6 Gales should be more like 18-11. I do see Santa Clara getting some transition looks as they are a strong defensive rebounding team. Kind of poking holes here. These are two good teams. I don't know if I'll bet it due to the shot quality Paddy discrepancy. Um, Either way, I'm not in a hurry because I think that number is like spot on. Like KenPom's 5, Torvik 6. I don't think it's going to bounce around a whole lot. Northern Kentucky, Fort Wayne. As of right now, not a play, but I would lean the Fort Wayne side. Far better shooting team. Northern Kentucky's offense, as I've mentioned before, is to throw the ball at the rim, rebound it, and now have a closer shot at the rim. And it works for them. And Fort Wayne is kind of a middle of the pack, maybe slightly above average defensive rebounding team. So, yeah, we'll see where that goes. If I was getting more than a possession, I'd be taking the Fort Wayne side as an underdog. Wright State, Cleveland State. This is a game I may play tonight. So Paddy has Cleveland by 4.5. Shot quality favors Wright State slightly. This comes down to Wright State's defensive concerns for me. Um, they've had issues for at least 6 weeks. And in their previous game, look, they gave up over a point per possession to Oakland, and Oakland went 3 out of 20 from 3. So I wouldn't say the defense is fixed by any means. Both teams should crash the offensive glass pretty well. There might be some turnovers in this game as Cleveland State can force them, but Wright handles the ball okay. Cleveland State a little more leaky, but Wright doesn't force as many turnovers as Cleveland, so you're kind of getting that picture of like, I don't know, probably balances out would be my guess. Cleveland State did win both regular season games. I look, if you are um, someone that says, look, you can't beat a team 3 times, so I'm just not going there. I understand. I'm not one of those people. I'm not a bet against the public people. I'm not a can't beat a team 3 times. I'm not a this team's covered at home. Like, that's just not me. So this is a data play for me, and I'll be on the Cleveland State side, it looks like. Delaware and Towson. So Charles Thompson, the Towson big, rolled an ankle or something in the first half, and that's a sneaky significant injury. You saw them let Northeastern back in the game, and it's pretty significant. So he missed the entire second half. He ended up playing about 15 minutes. So I'm just curious to see if he'll play. Don't know when we'll get that information or if we'll get that information, but I do think that's worth noting. So don't just jump on this because Paddy's shown a little bit of value. I do want to make sure I make a sound decision there. These other games I don't have lines for yet, but Summit League games, basically elite shooting teams and teams that don't like playing defense. Shot quality is going to disagree on Oral Roberts. They just value their offense by a lot. And yeah, they're a high variance team for sure. Furman and Chattanooga. Chattanooga swept the season series. Comes down to Furman perimeter. I've got a lean right now if Furman's getting points to Furman. Shot quality loves Georgia State. Basically, what happened was no one missed a shot against them early in the season, and they piled up some losses that should have been wins. And at the same time, we're not hitting open looks themselves. So they've always been kind of a strong shot quality team, and they'll get the Ragin' Cajuns. Not looking like a play to me just based on numbers. If it comes near KenPom, not going to be all that close for me. Like, it'll be too close. Charleston at UNC Wilmington. I was surprised to see KenPom favoring Charleston by 2. I was hoping, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that line. I'm kind of curious where that will end up. So I'll paste all this information in the spreadsheet. There's a link in the description of this video. And then in the morning when lines get released, I'll kind of color code and put final thoughts in. But as of right now, it looks like, to me, the only play I'm going to be making at this hour is Cleveland State as a pick'em. So, it's Monday. The next time it's Monday, you'll have a bracket. God bless America. This is Cutting Down the Nets.